Hello, hello. I'm going to be starting to do something new. By the way, hi if we haven't met. My name is Allison Holly, and I'm the creator of this group. And I'm going to be starting something really fun. So each week on Monday, I'm going to be offering you a message. And again, for those of you who don't know, I'm a channel, which means that I can get myself into a place of meditation where I can hear messages and receive insights. And so each week I'm going to be, probably on Sunday, checking in with my guidance team, checking in with my higher self and the collective, and offering a message to all of you. And what I do is when I go into this space, I ask my guides, okay, or my guidance team or my higher self, I say I'd like to tune into the collective and specifically the people that I am, in contact with and the people that I'm working with. And I'd like to ask, what is a message that would be good for me to deliver to all of you? And so each week I'm going to be sharing this message with you. And I'm super excited about this. I don't know why, it just sounds really fun to me. So, but I have my notes here, so if you don't mind, I'll be glancing back and forth. And if you are watching live, please leave a little comment, say hi. I'm doing this on my phone, so it's a little bit difficult for me to see who's saying hi. So if you leave a comment, that's helpful for me. And also, if you have any questions as this comes up, as I share this message with you, then let me know in the comments. So this will be really interactive. All right, so this week, hello. Okay, I can see a couple of you. Hi, David. D-Mike, it's weird. I'm like, what do I call you? Hi, Eris. Is that your name, Eris? I hope I am getting that right. Eris and Serenity, hello. Okay, so the forecast, the very first word that came to me is calm. So good. And I felt that word as I channeled it too, calm. This week is about calm and a steadiness and building. Okay, so I'm just going to read from my notes. We're going to be, let's see, it's time for building. And the message is, oh, it's your daughter's names. Oh, I love it. That's so sweet. Hi, Sabrina. Okay, great. So this week is about calm, having a sense of calm and trusting ourselves to hold that sense of calm within. We have been sort of like batted around. Probably a month ago, there was like a lot of really intense energy. People were going through emotions. And then over the past couple weeks, it has been sort of more the depth of emotions. And a lot of people went into a little bit of a cave. So I'm going to talk about that as well. But now what's happening is we're emerging with this renewed sense of who we are, and it's time for building. Okay, so what that means is you've already created the foundation. That was the message that I got. You've created the foundation, and now it's time to jump in there and start building. Start building what you are ready to build in this human lifetime, right? So it's time for building and investing in things. You might feel tired. It might be sort of hard to get yourself going, to move forward. So the message was pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just get started with one step at a time, building and doing the work. Hi, Christina. Hello. So building, and again, staying in that sense of calm, staying in that sense of, okay, I've spent a couple weeks learning about myself. I really trust myself now. I've built the foundation. It's time to move forward in building and investing, okay? So you can take that literally or you can take that figuratively. It might be time for you to literally build. The image in my mind was, we have a lot of construction going on in my neighborhood. And every time I walk down the street, there are people renovating the buildings. And that was the image that I got when I tuned in. So this can be literal. This might be time for you to actually build a brick and mortar not foundation, but an actual building. But this could also be figurative. What is your purpose? And it's time to build on that. It's time to create that as a structure that you've already built the foundation for. Yes, I'm so glad this is resonating, Sabrina. Yeah, it's good for me too. It's also time to invest. So investing could be a literal thing. It could be that you have been learning about trading and stocks and different things like that. You've been learning about your finances. So this is an actual time to invest on a literal level. But this could also be figurative. Invest in yourself. What does that mean to you? Does that mean learning a new skill? Does that mean investing more of your time into what it is that you're here to build? So, literal or figurative, either of those. Really, really good message. It is also a great time for love. And this can mean love in all forms. This is a really good time for us to connect on a very heart-centered level, right? Because we've built the foundation, because we've created that foundation of trust with ourselves, that we're going to honor ourselves and love ourselves. Now we're ready to open our hearts and have connections with people that are based in that real true heart center. So this can be romantic love. This can be so many different forms of love. Try not to get caught up on one form or another, because the truth of divine love is that when we're in a space of open-heartedness, it's just how we are with everyone, right? So a lot of times if we're looking for romantic love, what happens is we try and make it, so that that's all we're looking for and we're really zeroed in on it. But what we want to do is open our hearts to everyone, because we've built that foundation, because we trust ourselves and we love ourselves, and we can be open to everyone and not worry about losing ourselves in the process. So know and trust you've built the foundation, and it's time to begin creating those real heart-centered connections with everyone that you encounter. So I loved that message. I, no pun intended, thought that was really, really beautiful. And I'll just read it to you directly. This is a good week for love in all forms, connecting through the heart and finding those heartfelt connections. There's an inner strength that's been developed for many people. So some of you have been feeling anxiety, or you're feeling it still. That's a big thing. If you have been feeling anxiety or you are feeling anxiety, this is a sign that you're not aware of the work that you've already done. So if you're someone who's feeling anxiety right now, or you've been feeling it, bring yourself into a place where you're aware that you've done that work, and then move on. Sometimes we get stuck in, I call this getting stuck in shadow work, right? We get stuck in this place of always problem solving, right? Well, there's a time and a place to do shadow work, and that's when it naturally emerges, and then we pay attention to it and love ourselves into that wholeness. But if you're feeling anxiety right now, check back. Have you already done this shadow work? Have you already built the foundation? Because that's a message that I'm getting, is that we've already built the foundation. Yeah, anxiety is like, ooh, I've been feeling it too. And so check in. You may have already built that foundation. It's important that we pay attention to the work and the completion of that work that we've already done, and really trust ourselves like, hey, I've already done that work. And if that anxiety comes back up, remind yourself, I've already done this work. It's time to move forward in building, because that's what this week is about. Building and investing in your truth and your future, whether that's literal or figurative. Okay? So there's this sense of relaxation around those heartfelt connections. Because we've done the work, I want to mention that. You're at peace with letting people see you and being seen. And it's easier for you to just be peaceful in your actions, in your interactions with others. Okay? There's a strength. It's a peaceful strength. It's sort of like, here's the other message that I got. It's sort of like last week and the week before, and maybe for a little while, a lot of us went into a cave and we just were like by ourselves doing our own thing. If that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But I was seeing a lot of it. A lot of people were just kind of going into their cave, withdrawing, being in themselves. And it didn't even necessarily mean any sort of depressive thing. It was just we were trying to figure out our lives, trying to understand where we were going. And what has come from that is we've emerged from that cave. So again, if you're feeling anxiety, you might not notice that you've emerged from that cave, and you might not notice how much you've grown. So really the message is, we've come out of the cave. Pay attention to how much you've grown. In fact, that the transition from the cave out of the cave feels so subtle for some people that we might feel like, it was this message of, we went into the cave and then it's like we emerged almost a year later, but life is still going on, but we have shifted a tremendous amount. Yes, a lot of cocooning. But remember, we've emerged from the cave now. We've done that work. We've built the foundation. And so recognize how much you've changed. Recognize the work that you've done, and you'll notice by the way that you interact with people, it's going to be different. It's going to feel different, even if it's a subtle thing. The message here is really pay attention how much you've already grown, how much you've already changed and shifted, and honor that. And the way that we honor that is by building forward, building the new, building what it is that you're being called on to build. Okay? So that is my message for this week. I want to share with you again, I am someone who does channeling work for others, and I also teach channeling. So if the next step for you is in building your intuition, I would love to be here for that. I do have a year-long mentorship program. It's really powerful. It's called the True Creator Channeling Certification Program. It's a long title. I'll probably end up changing it. But anyway, we have a great group in there already. If that's something that you'd like to join to learn how to verbally channel, learn how to connect with your intuition, and just really join an incredible community of people who will join you each week, and you don't need to feel like you're a weirdo for saying the things that come to you. That tends to be the typical mantra that everybody says, like, I don't have any other place that I can share these things. Normally I feel like a weirdo in my regular day-to-day life, but I'm glad that I can share that with all of you. So that tends to be the community aspect is really powerful in this group. But if you'd like to learn more of it, either leave a comment here. You can just leave a comment that says the word channel, or you can contact me. I am always available. All right. So I look forward to talking to each of you. And again, if you'd like a personal channeled reading, I'm also here for that. I absolutely love doing that. Oh, and final announcement. We have 2 events this week. We have a Reiki share tomorrow. So if you're watching this later, we have a Reiki share on Tuesday. And we also have a community channeling circle on Wednesday. The community channeling circle is when I get a small group of people. I limit it to 9 so that everyone, wonderful, I will reach out to you, Sabrina. Everyone gets a chance to ask a question personally. And so I keep it as a small group, and I channel messages for you. And this is really, really powerful. So if you don't want to commit to a full session by yourself, you might want to jump in on this community channeling circle. Again, those are really powerful. And if you are Reiki certified, or even if you're not, if you want to jump in on that Reiki circle, again, that's Tuesday. So lots of fun things happening, and I hope to see you in one of these events. I will be back on Monday to offer another energy read and to share with you the things that I channel. So thank you for being here with me, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great week. Bye.